Yeah. Good morning and good evening, guys. So, in my training, okay. So, if I take out the topics, these are the topics, okay. I will cover all these topics, and once the topic is over, I use it to mark the yellow mark, okay. So, I will cover all these topics one by one, and yeah, while explaining, don't ask the questions. Better to ask the questions at the end, so that if I completely explain by one topic, so most of your doubts will be clarified. So better to ask the questions at the end of topic. I will give timing. I will give time to ask the doubts and all. So yeah, these sessions are very. This training is very interactive, guys. If you have any doubts, also you can ask me. Don't hesitate to ask the questions and all. Okay. So I have full hands-on experience on these Azure models. Yeah, I have more than 4 years of experience on all these IAS model, pass model. Okay, so I can clarify all your doubts. Don't worry. Even offline also, you can try to ping me if you have any doubts and all. You can try to ping me. I will clarify. Okay. So yeah. Um, while explaining, please mute yourself, guys, so that it won't be disturbed for others. Okay. Yeah. So coming to the Azure, guys. So in Azure, in the cloud. So cloud technologies means there are so many cloud technologies are there, right? So from Microsoft, Azure, from uh, other from other products like AWS, Google Cloud. These are the cloud technologies. Okay. So why we are learning Azure Cloud is Microsoft product. So we are the DBS guys, SQL DBS guys. So SQL DBS guys. So we need to learn Azure SQL DBS. So we can also learn AWS. You can also host your databases in AWS as well. But comparatively, okay, Azure is 50% less price than the AWS. Okay, Azure is 50% less comparatively AWS and all. Okay. So like SQL Server Oracle, right? So SQL Server is cheaper the Oracle. So that's the reason most of the companies, small scale companies also, they can use the SQL Server and all. So SQL Server, along with SQL Server, they will provide free tools. Management Studio, Performance Tuning Advisor, Profiler, all these things are free tools. Migration Assistant tool to migrate the database and all. Okay. So that's the reason Azure is more market. Okay. So yeah, in Microsoft Azure Cloud, we have these three models: infrastructure as a model, platform as a service, and software as a service. Okay. So anything in the cloud in Azure, okay, will be on any of this model. Infrastructure as a model, either platform as a service, either software as a service. Okay. So what is the difference among all these three is, okay. So here can you see the different color, right? So these things, application, data, runtime, OS, these things we need to manage. Okay. When you go to the platform as service, so your manage, whatever you manage, those things will be reduced and remaining things will be managed by the Microsoft. Okay. Here software as a service, when you come in, come into the software as a service, so your work is nothing here. Okay. So people use it ask the questions. So can you teach infrastructure as a model, platform as a service, and software as a service? So software as a service, nothing here to teach. Okay. Everything is managed by the Microsoft team. Okay, nothing here to teach. For example, software as a service, the examples are Office 365, Teams, okay, Skype. These applications will be hosted on software as a service. So there is no databases and all. You cannot see all of them. There is no work at all. Everything will be managed by Microsoft. So as we DBA guys, what we need to learn is these two things: infrastructure as a model and platform as a service. Okay. Uh, yeah, I will explain you simple differences. Okay. Infrastructure. Infrastructure means Microsoft will provide the infrastructure to us. Okay. You don't need to buy the infrastructure. The infrastructure will be provided by the Microsoft. Remaining things we need to take care. Okay. Next, platform as a service means along with infrastructure, they will provide the services as well. Okay. Just you need to host the data. Okay. So you won't understand now. If I say theory like this, I will show you practically. Okay. So just remember one thing, guys. Infrastructure as a means they will provide the infrastructure. Platform as a service means along with uh, infrastructure, they will provide services as well. Okay. So coming to our SQL DBA related part, infrastructure means you can do RDP. Okay. You can log in into the Windows. Here, platform as a service, no, you cannot do RDP. You cannot log in into the Windows. They just give one server name and you need to host your databases. Okay. So yeah, let it be. Okay. If you don't understand also, let it be. You will understand. Don't worry. One by one, if I explain, then you will understand what is what. So today, what we are discussing is under platform as a service. Okay. Again, three models: single database model, elastic pool model, managed instance. Okay. So yeah, guys, question here interview questions is in Azure, how many data models are there? So you need to,
Amma. Oh, yes, Amma.
yeah, guys, please mute yourself. Let me mute all. Yeah. So here interview question is how many Azure data models are there? Then you can say infrastructure as a model, platform as a service, and software as a service. Okay. So in infrastructure as a model, we don't have sub models. Okay. In platform as a service, we have three models again. Okay. These are single model, elastic pool model, and managed instance. The document also. I will provide all these documents, guys. Whoever not received, just ask me after end of the class. I will send it to you guys. See, Azure data models are IAS model, PaaS model, and SaaS model.
Rashid Reddy garu,
Your voice is breaking, guys.
yeah. Uh, Actually, due to network connectivity issue, I have joined 10 minutes late. Can you please kindly can you give quick review whatever you taught last
No,
10 minutes,
I already,
Rashid garu?
yes, correct. I already recording. I will share this recording to you. Don't worry. Okay. Yeah,
Thank you, Rashid. Thank you. Sorry for interrupting.
no problem. So guys, so you need in the interview question here. So there are three models. In platform as a service, again, three models. Okay. Single model, elastic pool model, and managed instance. I will explain one by one in detail. Don't worry. Okay. Right now, what we are discussing, single model. Okay. So as I told you guys, in platform as a service, we are discussing single database model. Okay. So what is single database model and all, I will explain. Before that, let's see how I will create the database in platform as a service under single database model. So let's, so this is the guys, portal.azure.com. If you take the subscription, this is the link. Okay. For everybody in the world. Okay. If anybody have Azure subscription, then the default homepage is like this. Okay. Here you can see everything for application guys, DevOps guys, DBA guys, everything. Everybody, they need to log in with their credentials. Okay, then you can see all these things here. So we are DBS guys. Then we need to use our related things we need to use. Remaining things we don't care. Okay, we don't look into them. Other things. Okay, so we DBS guys, right? So whatever related to us, we will use those things. Yeah. So I am creating single database. I am creating a database, guys, in Azure. I am creating a database now. Okay, click on SQL database. So create a SQL database. So yeah, this is free trial. The subscription, it came as free trial. And next, what is resource group? Okay, so I will explain you in simple terms. What is resource group? So guys, normally in on-premise environment, we have the environments like dev environment, right? Dev environment, QA environment, and UAT environment, and prod environment, right? Okay. The same way, this resource group, you can use it as like each environment. Okay. So for dev related, okay, I will use for dev related, I will create one resource group, dev. Okay. See, this is the dev environment. I will keep whatever dev related things, whatever are there, dev related, I will keep under this dev resource group. This is a just logical name, guys. Okay, it just like a container. It just like a it is grouping. Okay, all the resources. So like in on-premise, we have objects, right? Objects means what? Tables, procedures, functions, triggers, all these things we can call it as objects. The same way, what is resource group here means, uh, here, database server, database name, storage name, automation account name, all these things we call it as resources. Okay, to group all these resources, you can call it as resource group. Okay, so tomorrow, if I don't want dev environment, means you can just delete this resource group. Whatever inside are there, everything will be deleted. Okay, that is the flexibility we have in resource group. Okay, it's just a logical container, guys, which will contain all the things, servers, database related, all these things. Dev environment, separate resources. QA environment, separate resources. Prod environment, separate resources. Like that, you can segregate the things. Even you can come to know tomorrow dev related how much cost in occur. QA environment, how much cost in occur. So like that, you will come to know. Okay. So this also you will understand. Daily we need to create a resource group. Yeah. So yeah, I just created a dev resource group. It's just a logical name, guys. Okay. So whatever you create here, all those things will go and sit in this resource group. Again, I am telling guys. So resource group is nothing but it contains the resources, something. Okay. So you tomorrow, if you don't want dev environment, no need to delete each thing. Okay. You just delete dev environment, this resource group, everything inside will be deleted. That is the flexibility we have. So in Azure, like whatever you create, if you forgot to delete, cost will be continue. Okay, that's the reason this resource group concept will come under. Okay, so just create a resource, any test resource group, and you can practice it and you can delete it in real time environment. Okay, otherwise they will keep on charging you. So let me tell you my experience, guys. So I created one server, guys. While creating, I got one error. Okay. So after that, I forgot that one whether it has been created or not. I forgot. I don't know even. After 1 month, 75,000 bill came to me. Okay. So that's the reason. Whatever you create, just delete at the end of the day. If you are doing any practice and all, just delete the day. So this is free subscription. Okay. In the free subscription, they won't charge us for 1 month completely free. Okay. So coming back to our topic, I am creating a database, guys. I just gave the resource group name, and here I need to give the database name, DBA. So here first you can create the server name. After that, database names you can create. But in Azure, okay, just we will create the database name first, and after that server name we will create, because here server name there is no importance. Okay, see here server name, it's just a logical name you are giving. There is no physically, you don't see any services under, just logical name. That's why we call it as PaaS, platform as a service. Okay, just give the server name. So I'm building the dev mission, right? So let's give the dev server. Okay, so this name is already in use because this Azure is worldwide using, right? So somebody in the world already using this name. You need to give a different name. So I just gave the different name. Yes, this is the server name, and SCA admin. So normally in on-premise while installing, we can give SCA, right? So here we won't give SCA, it won't take because of short name. Okay, you need to give the lengthy name. Normally everybody will give the same name, SCA admin. If you want, you can also give different name. Hmm? Old, so all people will follow SCA admin only. So I am just giving the same name only. In real time also, people will use the same name, SCA admin. And password, I am giving as Azure@123. Azure@123. See, guys. So there is no services. Okay, you cannot have control the services at all. Okay, I will show you. Don't worry. Just I gave the server name, password, and AC admin, and location. Location also very important, guys. Suppose my client is a UK client. Okay, so I will keep my data center is in UK so that it is more faster. Okay, so right now I'm giving a default location, guys. So while creating any database or server, give their location. Okay, even I have seen many questions from the people. Okay, so many people ask me, sir, I created a database in different location instead of the client location. Okay, how I gonna move back to their location? How I gonna move back the server and databases to their location? I have seen many. That's the reason while creating the database, okay, you can choose the right location, okay, in real time. Just click OK. I just give the server name. Yeah. So this one we will discuss later, Elastic Pool. So this is the second model in pass, pass type. Okay. Let it be this one. And compute plus storage. See, guys. So Azure, the databases. Okay. You can keep 1 TB, 2 TB, 8 TB. So how they will charge us? How will they charge us is based on the compute. Okay, based on these things. Okay, so let me close here. See here. So compute plus storage. So people will charge based on these things. Okay, if you want more performance, you can increase the tire. Okay, so guys, here we have DTU model and vCore model. Okay, so I will explain you these guys. Don't worry. I am giving right now basic. Okay, basic model. In basic model, we have 5 DTUs. What is DTU means? And DTU is nothing but data transaction unit. Okay, this is a blend of CPU, memory, and IO. Okay, so mixed thing. CPU, memory, IO. This is like 1+1 offer. Okay, so memory, CPU, IO combined together, and they are selling it as a DTU. 5 DTUs is nothing but it's not like 5 CPUs, not 5 GB memory. Okay, just like 5 DTUs. For small databases and all, you can go for using 5 DTUs instead of cores, 2 CPUs, 3 CPUs. Instead of that, you can go for DTU model. This is cheaper. This is cheaper. Okay, see guys, for 2 GB database, okay, per month cost is only 329 rupees. Okay, So if it is in on-premise, okay, for 2 GB database, if you want to build, you need to have a Windows server, you need to have a Windows admin, you need to have a network admin. For you need to buy the Windows license, you need to buy the SQL Server license, you need to have a SQL Server DBA to install the SQL Server. This all will take more than 14 days. But here, just 2 minutes, I am creating a database with 329 rupees. That's it. This is per month cost. Even you can buy, even you can own, even you can build your own application also. Okay. So by buying the databases and all here. So this is the cheaper. That's the reason world is looking into the cloud side. Okay. Most of the companies already moved to the Azure. Okay. Yeah. So remaining whatever the company is not yet moved, those people also looking and moving. They are trying to move into the Azure. Okay, this is the best time to learn the Azure. So just I'm applying, guys. So I just gave you a basic model. So I will explain you in detail, guys. Don't worry. Just review and create. See, these are the configurations I gave, guys. So this is the database name. This is the region I am keeping. This is the resource group. Yeah. 2 GB. So I'm thinking my maximum database size is 2 GB. Yeah. So guys, if any chance, if you get disconnected, just connect again, guys. Okay, just connect again. Yeah. So here I'm create. Yeah. I just click on create, guys. It is validating. Validating is nothing but whether given the things are right or not. It is checking. Yes. Yeah. So now see, it is creating. So whatever you do, right? So all those things, the progress you will see here. So this is called notification. So whatever people done in Azure, okay, all those things will be listed here in the activity log. So right now deployment is in progress, right? Let it be. Okay. So this is first time I am creating, right? Right now what I am creating here is I am creating a resource group. I am creating a database server. I am creating a database. Three things. So this will take little bit time. Just 2-3 minutes it will take. Yes. So this is the dev server 1729. So we can connect using Management Studio with this server name. See how simple this Azure is. Simple means in terms of price, okay, in terms of days you can reduce building the servers and all. Okay, tomorrow if you don't want this server, that's okay, no problem. You can delete it. They won't charge us. In on-premise, do we have like that facility? No. Once you buy, you have to use. If you don't use, then money will be wasted. So here we have a flexibility, guys. Yeah. So any questions till now, whatever I teach, right? Any questions, just ask me, guys. Yeah. Mute it. Unmute
Yeah, I
yourself and
have
ask
a
me.
question.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So on AWS, there is a service called CloudFormation. So you can use scripts in JSON format or YAML to create resources.
Yes.
Do we have comparative service on Azure?
Yes. We have that facility as well. Yes. So once this
Okay.
deployment in progress, it will show that JSON format as well here.
Mm-hmm. So we have templates available to modify and use it to create instead of manually doing it every day.
Yes, correct. Not every day. We want to create every day. Just one time setup, right? Database creation, server creation, one time setup. So we guys, Azure guys, we preferred doing manually because this is one time. Okay, one time build. So if
I mean, as you said, if we need this service, for example, if we have fluctuating demand and we need to deploy additional instances to process that spike in demand,
yeah,
then we need to deploy more servers during the peak hours, and then delete the resource group when demand is going down.
Yes, even so, if you try to create deployments using JSON also, even manually also won't take much time, right? It is taking same time. Even in JSON file and all, you need to modify, you need to type and all, right? The say, I even if you do manually also, I feel I can do it fast than that one.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any questions, guys? So you will understand one by one. Okay. So these are repeated things. Okay. Resource group, database creation. These are repeated things. Okay. So if you do repeatedly, you can understand very easily. Yeah. So my deployment is in still progress, guys. Let it be. Okay. You can do parallelly any work as well here itself. Okay. So whatever the databases inside in Azure, where you need to check is just click on SQL database. See, here it will come. Okay. Once this is done, it will come here. Refresh. Yeah. Deployment success, right? It will take some time to come here. Okay. How much time, guys? So yeah, if you don't see, so I'm seeing SQL database, right? If you don't see anything over here, even you can also search here. Okay, SQL database like this. See, you can search like this, or else you can see over here SQL databases. Okay, many ways we can do SQL databases. Click here. See, the database name came here. Okay, so we are in DBA database, guys. So this is the server name. Okay. So this is the server name. We are in pricing tier basic. If you want to increase, you can increase also. Basic to standard, standard to premium. I will explain you this, guys. Don't worry. Okay. So today the size is 2 GB. Tomorrow maybe 3 GB. So in that case, you can increase the time. Okay. Yeah. So here a database, right? So how are you gonna create a second database is okay. Just go here, home, click on SQL database. So add the same way how I did before, the same way. Click on add. So I want to keep in same resource group. I want to keep in same server. Just give the second server, DB8. So this is the second database. And you can keep in any tier, guys. Okay, any tier. For now, I am keeping basic because it is chargeable. That's the reason I am keeping lowest tier always. Review and create. See, now I am creating second database with same server name, same resource group. Okay, go home, resource group, right? Go home, resource group. Here it will show whatever the resource group, dev environment, QA environment, UAT, all those things it will show. If you click on resource group, whatever inside are there, it will show here. See, this is the SQL database and this is the server name. Like this, it will show. We are also creating one more database, right? It will show here itself. Okay, that is the importance of resource group, guys. So yeah, we have a server, right? So we have a server, okay. Under that server, we have two databases, okay. I know the server name, I know the username and password. Still, you cannot able to connect. The reason, guys, in Azure, we have two kind of layers, okay, security layers. One is firewall rule, Okay. So if I want to connect to the server, my IP address need to be registered. Without my IP address registered, I cannot able to connect, even though I have the username and password. Okay. This is the firewall rule. Firewall. Okay. You need to firewall rule. So even if anybody knows the username or password, all people can able to connect, right? There is no security. That's the reason we have a firewall rule. Just if suppose Mahesh is there. Mahesh wants to connect. If you want to give access, then first know the IP address of him. Just add his IP address, and after that you can share username and password. Then he can able to connect. Okay. So let it be. I am not adding any IP addresses and all. Let's directly connect with the server. Okay. So here, go to home, go to SQL database. So guys, if you get disconnected, just connect again, guys. This is the database, guys. This is the server. Copy. See how I am copying the server. No need to select like this. Okay. Just click on copy. Okay. Go to the management studio.